Virginia homeowners, if you have a power meter like this in the side of your house, you can qualify to erase your energy bill at no.
All right, this is Prak with iRepair MD, and we are going live on this repair, and I will be opening up for any chat requests. This is a live repair of a Mavic 2 Pro, and you can see the problem with this drone is. I'm gonna power it on here and show you what the problem is. Let's go ahead and power it on. Okay, so it's been in a crash, and the gimbal does not properly calibrate. It does all the check and then it just failed right there. It failed on calibration. But however, we do notice that there's a problem with this particular gimbal. Let's power it down now. Powering this drone down. Let me power it down. Okay, I'm turning it over. And the problem with this particular gimbal is you can see there is a recoil action. This is a gimbal that doesn't have a recoil action. Okay, it should move freely like this. This particular one, it hit hard, and you see where it landed hard on the ground, so it bent. So what we need to do in this particular repair is we're going to replace the roll arm. This roll arm has been bent, so we're going to go ahead and put a new one in. So let's go ahead and take the battery out first, and then we're going to be switching over to the T. Let me see, which screw should we use. I'm using an H0.5 screw, because we need to do is actually just remove the gimbal alone. So let's go ahead and take the gimbal hood. So you can see right here. Let's go ahead and remove the gimbal hood. Okay, I'm actually taking live comments. I'm reviewing the input. So if you guys have any questions at all with this particular repair, go ahead and chat. Okay? And let's go ahead and open the vent. So once we take the H screw out, this comes off fairly easy, just like I have here. Okay, let's put this out of play. You have two spurs where it locks into place. You can see right here on the left and right. These spurs come right off. And all we need for this one is a gimbal. We're gonna rebuild this gimbal. Okay, so you have two screws here, two Phillips down here. It looked like the owner of this owner actually attempted to repair. He's put the wrong screw into place. So we're gonna go ahead and take the two Phillips that's there now out. Okay, using a tweezer carefully. All right, this is a live video, so if any mistakes I make will be live on video. If you have any questions at all, chime in, I'll help you answer any. And so right here, you can see this particular one. This is where the cable interfaces. Okay, the gimbal interface with the main boards. Go ahead and just lift it up on the board. Okay, and then down here you have two more screws up in the front. These are 8 screws. So let's go ahead and switch to the H bit. Insert that in. Okay. 1 and 2, and that is the H screw. And these gimbals, you can actually easily do. You can do it yourself, and you can interchange. I'll be right back. Let me get another tool real quick. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and pull the gimbal. Now this drone is out of play, and all we have to concentrate on now is just the gimbal. And let me show you, this is a good gimbal and this is a bad gimbal. See the difference between the gimbal? This one, I can freely move it and it stays where it needs to be. This one, when I do it, it has a swing back. There's a spring motion. So it doesn't allow the gimbal to calibrate properly. However, this is giving good video feedback. You can see the shell casing is a little bit scratched up, but the most important part is the roll motor here that we need to change, okay? So changing the roll motor is extremely important, and this is how we go about doing it. First thing we do is take the lens off. So go ahead and take the lens off carefully. And now let's go ahead and there's a little adhesive back here, and that's the shroud. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the shroud carefully. Lift the shroud up. And now the shroud will have 3 screws. These are white silicone screw tip, and these are Phillips. So let's go ahead and unscrew the Phillips. All right, when we have that, make sure we put it in a safe place. All right. I'll try to get you guys a little closer. This thing has a little zoom feature here, okay? Get you a better angle. Or now you have the lens. Make sure you don't touch the lens. What we need to do now is go ahead, and there is the back, the heat sink or the shroud plate in the back. There are 4 Phillips also. Go ahead and take the Phillips off. Okay, 1, 2, right here. Okay. And then 3. All right. And the 4th one. 4 screw here. All right, now we have that removed. Go ahead and remove the shroud off the back. Just lift it up. Okay, now you have the, these are the ribbon cable that connects to the camera. And this camera is a cube. It's a Hasselblad camera. Let's go ahead and remove the connector. So let's go ahead and use this thumb. Just pull it off, just like so. Now you can just carefully remove this camera itself. So this looks kind of like a Borg cube. Very interesting. And this is the Hasselblad camera, and this is all the focus mechanism all attached to that, and the chip. Let's put that in a safe place. Come back to it. What we need to do now, after we do all that, is remove the vents, okay? So with a razor, let's go ahead and access the side vent. We need access to the screw, okay? That's one. And the other side, looked like he attempted to open this in the past. And so it's easier to open up. Okay, so now you have both of the plates are removed. Now let's go ahead, and what we need to do is just take the 3 Phillip out right here. 3 Phillip. Okay. 1. 2. 3. Okay. So now that you have that out, what we need to do is turn this over. And now we need to free the flex cable. So there is a hole right here. You can see it. Okay. And go ahead and slide the flex cable carefully. You can just, on the other side, you just pull this out right here. Carefully, just go ahead and pull the tab up. Okay, now go back to the other side. Okay, trying to give you guys the best angle here. All right, so here you go. I guess you can see that. So let's go ahead and we want to go ahead and carefully push that in through this hole right here. So you see what I'm doing. Pull it out, okay? And then there's a lug right here. There's a lug that holds it in place. So this thing is to prevent the camera from tilting a certain over an angle. So this is what it's for. It's a stopper. Okay, we'll remove that. Okay, so now we have that removed. Okay. And now all we have to do is just go ahead and take these 3 Phillips screw out. Okay. Take the 3 Phillips. 1. Try to stay on camera. 2. 3. All right, so now we got that off. Okay. Now we need to take this out. We need to free this plate from the arm, okay? So the arm is already bad. All right, so what we need to do is go ahead and remove the plate. Okay. Reason. Now we're back on. Okay. Okay, so we have this piece right here. What we need to do is go ahead and free, because what we want is ultimately we want to be able to rescue the other arm from it. So let's go ahead. First thing we do is free the bracket, the sleeves right here. Simply what you do is just use your tweezer and just go ahead and push right here. There's 2 spurs, plastic spurs that hold this into place. We need to free it. Okay, so we're going to free the cover by pressing on the plastic spur right here. The 2 plastic spurs holding it right in the place, and on the other side is the same. Okay, so what we need to do is go ahead, free the spurs up. There you go. Okay, we are no longer using this arm anymore, so we can go ahead and carefully rip or pull this off right here. Okay, it takes a little working. We're going to be replacing this arm with a new one. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and pull it off. Just carefully pull it off, like we're doing right now. Okay, let's go ahead and take the cover off this too. Okay, this is the cover plate. Let's go ahead and pull the cover plate off. Pull the arm off. So now you got the front arm off. Now you remove the cover also. Okay. So what we're gonna do is replace this roll arm with a new set, which you just set right here. Okay. So let's go ahead. And you can see there's 3 Phillips screws holding it in place. Okay. All right. Three Phillips screw holding in place. Trying to resolve a little technical issue. Okay. Can you give me a thumbs up if you actually can see this video? Having a little issue from some of my viewers. If you give me a thumbs up, I can begin starting repair again. I'm trying to go where I left off. Trying to get to where I left off right now. Okay, let me see if we are live. All right, having an issue with the live stream right now. Interesting. We lost video feed. If you can see, just say something, guys. Just type in, you can see me, so I can start this repair. If not, I'm gonna have to wait. All right, working on right now, working on the audio. I'm gonna restart the audio and the video. All right.